be looking at them anytime soon because they're way out just west of Sandusky right now, just making their way through the islands. If you're in Put-in Bay, you're just about to get hammered right now. And any of the islands, Middle Island, Bass Island, any of the islands out that way. Jason, strong damaging winds and large hail and dangerous lightning. Yeah, that is the potential that we're talking about for damaging winds and large hail and dangerous lightning. So we're going to keep on top of it and let you know when all that happens. What are you pointing to, Sam?
So it looks like we have a new storm report, and this is to just show you what these storms are capable of as they come into our area. This is from Lucas County, so this is the Toledo coverage area. A reported thunderstorm wind gust of 64 miles an hour. So these severe thunderstorm warnings are verifying.
Yeah.
They are severe, producing severe wind gusts, which you only need a 58 mile an hour wind gust or quarter-sized hail to be considered severe.
Right.
So these are verifying as they move through. So since they produce that out in Toledo, I mean, it's only, is only fair to say that once they get to Cleveland and other portions of our viewing area, these storms coming from our west, they could, produce 60 to 70 mile an hour winds.
Yeah. I'm just looking at some of these comments. The winds are crazy in Akron, Charlotte writes. Holly says, oh, what time's it getting to Mansfield? Well, Sam, you want to take that as we
yeah, so I
point
could
toward the radar?
Probably be a little while. Again, they're moving off towards the east at about 65 miles an hour. So what I'm going to do is stop the radar loop, and I'm going to draw a track, and we'll go east to 60 miles an hour. Doesn't quite go all the way out to Mansfield. Norwalk, Sandusky, let's see, we're going for about 4:30 for Sandusky, so definitely within the next 30 minutes. Norwalk about 4:50, Lorraine about 5:08, and I would say in Mansfield it's probably going to be about 5:30.
Yeah,
fair to say 5:30.
Pretty reasonable
before these move in. I have another storm report here, Hancock County. That's out in Findlay, 58 mile an hour wind. So again, another example of these storms being under severe thunderstorm warning, and then that warning actually verifying.
Yeah, and Findlay's just northeast of where we saw that signature, and it's moving at 89 miles an hour. In Seville, who was writing? Oh, Patricia was writing, the lights are blinking in Seville. For those of you who travel on 71, you know where Seville is. It's down it's down 71, just south of, well, maybe west of Akron. What do you have going on, Sam?
Just trying to, develop a plan for this morning.
For this morning? Yeah, we may. Our executive producer just let me know that I should jump into the Storm Chaser and start heading out to.
I think if you want, John, you might even be able to stay, and we could just tag team weather coverage during the show in here.
Okay.
And we'll send Devin out.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds good.
So we got two people in the studio this morning to keep you covered and get you through the morning rush.
And hope Devin keeps a couple of hands on the steering wheel because
it's very windy.
Anybody on the roads is going to absolutely need to do that. All right. Very good.
John, if you want to get ready, I know you. I don't know if you need to get ready.
So I'm going to pass our Facebook Live off to our executive producer, Dave.
All right. So, and I'm also Facebook Living on my page. Good morning, everyone. Let's do a quick recap because we've been going for a while. So I want to, you're probably hearing all these chimes go off, and that means, whoops, sorry, I'm trying to do a bunch of things at once. Dave, I'm going to give you the iPad. Thank you very much. Basically, when we hear those chimes in the background, it's our live system letting us know when we have new weather information in from the National Weather Service. For those of you just tuning in, severe thunderstorm watch in effect until 8 o'clock. Again, that means that conditions are favorable for the development of severe thunderstorms, some of which may produce strong winds on the order of 58 miles an hour or higher. And then hail also could be an issue. We need to just watch it. I'm going to the app. My cell phone has a horrible signal. Strong winds aloft, getting pushed to the ground. Somebody's been watching the Weather Channel.
Yeah, I know. You know what? Heading to the app is a great idea.
It is.
Because you'll get all the information you want there. and you'll be able to find out exactly what's going on. You can track the radar yourself. You don't even need us on Facebook Live. We'd love to have you download the app. It's a free download. I'm going to see what's going on here around Findlay. Yeah, there's that rotation around Lima. Let me see if I can multitask my way through here.
Here, do you want me to hold this?
Yeah, no, that's okay. I mean, unless, because I know you're preparing for your show, right?
No, we're good to go. I'm just going to go as is.
Okay, sounds good. So let's find out what we got here. There we go. Again, moving east at 89 miles an hour. Now Ada, Dunkirk, Arlington, and Forest in the line of this storm. That shows some rotation. That does not mean that there's a tornado. The severe thunderstorms always have the potential of generating a tornado, which is why whenever you're in a warning situation, you want to take shelter and be apprised of the fact that things could get really, really dicey. But right now, it looks like just, and we don't have any hail with this either. And I don't see any. Sam, you were talking about the fact that a bow echo is a pretty good indicator of some type of rotation. Well, there's a bit of a bow here, as you can see, but it really isn't in the configuration that we typically see when we have rotation. Usually it bows the other way. And so I'm not too concerned about this other than the fact that it's going to generate some high winds without a doubt. And I wouldn't be surprised if, I'm really surprised that we don't see more lightning strikes here. There's one in Crawford. And more hail, because we did see hail earlier, but don't see it now. Here's the area it's coming through. Boy, Tiffin's about to get pounded, Fremont. And if you were with us just a few minutes ago, I mean, this was only just approaching Ottawa, Sandusky, and Seneca counties. Now it's moving through, and Catawba Island is next in the path, and of course, Sandusky, Cedar Point not open now, but still, it's really hauling. And we're going to be on top of it as we make our way through. Don't see any bows in here. This is pretty straight line. We got a little bit of a curve down here, but this, again, mainly high winds. Power outages have already been reported to up to 15,000 across the region, and 2 severe thunderstorm warnings, one that extends through Ottawa, Seneca, and Sandusky County, and the other one, I know Portage County is a part of this, Sam, and you were reading the script that this area out around Akron, Canton is in a severe thunderstorm warning as well. There's a lightning strike as we head to central
and he'll need a
Stark
mic.
County.
I don't know if Steve, they haven't
Head
even
down
brought
to
mics out
Carrollton,
yet.
Carroll County. Here's Carrollton, and they're getting hit pretty hard.
Wrap this up in the next 5 minutes or so.
Okay.
Downtown Carrollton, you're getting slammed right now. There was a live sweep of the radar arm. So do batten down the hatches, get ready for some high winds, especially through the course of the morning. Could see some hail, and we also could see some locally heavy downpours. We haven't mentioned the fact that there's a possibility of seeing some training, and that's just simply a line of rain that stays moving over the same area like a train would move along a track, and as a result, locally heavy downpours are a possibility as we make our way through the morning as well. And Sam, you were saying we should wrap this?
Yes, so it looks like we've got some new information in from the National Weather Service, and they are going to continue that severe thunderstorm warning for our western areas until 5 o'clock. So this is for those of you out in Ottawa, Sandusky, and Seneca counties, west of Cedar Point, still under that severe thunderstorm warning until 5 a.m. We've got a lot of reports of trees down. We've got several reports of debris in the road, so you need to watch for that, even if it's not raining in your area, because we had storms move through late last night / early this morning that have put some debris down on the road. Someone was asking when the news comes on. The news comes on at 4:30, so we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. We appreciate you guys joining us, but we want to let you know that we'll be on TV within the next 15 or so minutes. It's 4:17 right now. Severe thunderstorm watch in place until 8 o'clock in the morning. Like nothing going on in Cleveland right now. It's just windy, warm, and cloudy. But through the progression of the morning, by about 6 or so, we are looking at the threat of strong to severe thunderstorms in the Cleveland metro area. So just because it's not doing anything right now does not mean it won't be eventually. So just keep your guard up, nothing to panic about, but there are going to be some very strong winds moving through the Cleveland and Akron metro areas a little bit later this morning. I'm hearing some of our chimes go off, and this is just to let us know that the wind advisory has been extended through, let's see, they're going 10 o'clock in the morning until 3 o'clock tomorrow morning. So even outside of thunderstorms today, very, very windy through the progression of the day, potentially some 30 to 40 mile an hour wind gusts possible, maybe even 45.
Well, and catch up with us in 10 minutes. We'll be on the air then. We'll be on at 4:30. Click over to Cleveland 19 and find out what's going on minute by minute as we track these storms right through the course of the morning.
All right,
Sam?
thank you guys. We will
Okay.
see you on TV. Okay, we're good to go.
Okay, so what element
Still on Facebook Live, just a heads up.
Okay, what element is John focusing on those?
So
I can
I'm
introduce
gonna
him properly.
start with storm tracking at 4:30, and we may bring John in with, like, if you want to do wind reports, LSRs, if you want to do any of that, I might put him in at the wall at some point. We just need to have him mic'd up and ready to go.
Okay.
Maybe.
Because I still have a 3-box with him at the top of the show. Because
You
He
do.
is part of this.
Okay.
So John, I'm gonna have you stay at the weather center for that.
Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah,
Okay.
the more weather center I can stay at, the better. That wasn't going to change. I'm just going to say, hey, I may be heading out in the storm chaser a little bit later this morning.
Yeah, I think
So
that's awesome.
I'm getting
That's
ready
fine.
to,
Getting ready to roll.
yeah,
Okay.
getting ready
Okay,
to roll.
awesome.
Yay! All right. Thanks, guys.
All right, so guys, a lot going on here. Obviously, we're getting ready for the newscast. So that was our producer for the 4:30 show, Lauren. She's trying to figure out what's going on so we can get enough microphones. Storms are still ongoing. They're moving in from our west. We also have some storms in the southern end of our viewing area. John is here with me this morning, so we do a little tag team weather for you. Celia says, "Hi Sam, our power is out." Oh, they just got the lights on. Our power is out in Cleveland. Yes, I believe that because we have had some very strong winds.
Yeah.
61 miles an hour, you said, out at the airport.
Right.
So
Earlier today.
the wind means business even outside of these thunderstorms. We are going to go on TV in about 10 minutes. Severe thunderstorm watch in place until 8 o'clock. So just because it's not storming now in Cleveland, it will be later this morning. So we don't want you to let your guard down too much. Be aware that that threat for severe weather is still in the forecast through 8 o'clock in the morning. Hope you guys will tune in to our broadcast starting in 10 minutes. And
Yeah,
we
sounds
will
good.
see you then. Bye-bye.